Hello, good evening everyone. This is Manohar Kumar, Assistant Professor of English from Government College Devgarh. In the previous lesson, we discussed about the poem Go and Catch a Falling Star, composed by John Donne. John Donne, who is a great love poet and also popular for religious poetry. Donne was born in 1572 and died in 1631. In the previous lesson or in our previous video, we talked about the first stanza of the poem and explanation of the first stanza word by word and line by line. And today we are going to study the second stanza of the poem. The poem has three stanzas, in which the first we have studied, and now we will discuss on the second stanza of the poem. If thou wast born to strange sights, things invisible to see, ride 10,000 days and nights, till age snow white hair on thee, thou, when thou returnest, will tell me all strange wonders that befell thee, and swear nowhere lives a woman true and fair. The stanza has 9 lines, like the first stanza. In this stanza, the poet expresses his belief that there are no women or women who are true and fair or honest and beautiful in the world. If thou wast born to strange sights, things invisible to. In 2 lines, the poet says, if thou, the poet, the speaker, is addressing the silent listener. The speaker may be the poet himself. Thou means you. If you best born to strange sights, things invisible to see, the poet says that if you are born with the capacity to see strange sights and even invisible objects, then ride 10,000 days and nights till age snow white hairs on thee, till your hair turns gray, snow white hairs on thee, 10,000 days and nights, about 27 years, if you travels all over the world about 27 years. You can't get a faithful or fair woman in this world. It is very impossible, or it is impossible to find out a faithful or beautiful woman in this world. If you travels 10,000 day and night, thou you when you returns will tell me, and when you return tell me about all strange wonders. You you will tell me about all the wonders which you have seen during your travel, that befell thee, that wonders you have seen, and swear means oath, nowhere lives a woman true and fair. So the poet in these lines suggests that it is more impossible to find a faithful woman than it is to catch a falling star or the other impossible things like the first stanza of the poem. In the second stanza, the poet also says that a man born with the power to see strange sights and invisible objects, many objects, may ride 10,000 days and nights and travel all over the world till the hair become grey, but he will not be able to see a faithful or beautiful woman in this world. He will tell stories of wonderful sights and all the wonderful things and happenings, but will not be able to cite a case of a single faithful and beautiful woman seen by you. The poets means to say that a man may go in search of a faithful woman and spend all his life till he becomes old, yet he will fail in his mission to get a beautiful and fair woman. The poet says that it is impossible to find a faithful and beautiful woman in this world. So, here the poet mentions and mentions impossible tasks, and the poet uses far-fetched images and conceits. The theme is woman's inconstancy, which has provoked a series of fantastic, extremely far-fetched images which hammer in the point that to come across a beautiful, constant woman is more impossible than the greatest of known impossibilities. If perchance one comes across a woman true and fair, she is bound to be false and faithless very soon. So, here in this poem, the poet uses far-fetched images and conceits and wit. So, this was the second stanza of the poem, and the rhyme is like the first stanza of the poem. So, in our next lesson, we discuss on the last and the third stanza of the poem. Thank you for today.